I'm Salad, and I saw Across the Spiderverse. It is directed by Joaquim Dos Santos, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. I have an Into the Spider-Verse review. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. It's cool. It's a good one. Anyway, so we have into Across the Spider-Verse. My previous exposure is I remember it being in theaters, but I didn't go see it in theaters, and I waited until it was on Netflix. And then I saw it the first day it was on Netflix. And honestly, not having paid, well, I guess standard ticket admission, just my regular Netflix subscription, I guess I'm still paying for something. Anyway, so, I'm not at the movie theaters, so I'm watching this on a TV, so it's a little bit of a different experience. So we are starting the movie, we're experiencing Gwen. We're learning about Gwen. What's up with Gwen? Oh no, she had a friend named Peter Parker who accidentally got killed. That's sad, and now she's a Spider-Gwen. She doesn't have a very good relationship with her father, the Vulture. No, she do not. It seems like she does a lot of sneaking in and out of the place. And I find it really fun. I find it fun, all of these issues just boom, bombarded my face. So, the very beginning of the movie, I'm like hyped. And then we also see Gwen and Miles Morales. They're hanging out finally after a long time. And Miles Morales is like, oh my goodness, it's you, Gwen. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. I can't believe we're hanging out. It's awesome, right? Gwen's like, yeah, it's awesome, right? No. It was all a ploy, okay? It was a canon event. A canon event that Miles Morales stopped from occurring. And so, you want to know what his response is to that? Well, before he responds, he gets introduced to all of these other spider dudes, including Miguel. He has a really cool spider suit. I just don't remember which Earth he's from. Wait. 2099. It's right here. It's on the back of my poster. I didn't have to pull out a book for that one. That's nice. So he's really sci-fi. He's really cool. I like his suit design a lot. And he'd be like, "Oh, haha, you did a canon event and you made it so it didn't happen? That's bad. What's gonna happen now? What? Oh no, there goes the fabric of the freaking universe. Oh wow, I can't believe it. Look at you. Look what you did, Miles Morales." And he's feeling sad. And I get it. Everyone's life is dependent on you. Every inconceivable person. Inconceivable means impossible. I don't know. Inconceivable. Yeah, that's impossible. What am I thinking of? He can't imagine how many people there are. Is there a word for that? He's not able to imagine which word. I mean, he's not able to imagine the amount of people ever he has to save. And what's interesting, okay, is that he finds out that his dad is going to die in a canon event. And great moment here. Miles Morales, instead of accepting his fate, not messing with the spider web of the multiverse, he instead is like, I'm going to stop my father from being killed. I'm going to save the multiverse. And I'm like, now you're the villain. You're going against the good of the world. Miles Morales, you're young. You're only thinking about yourself and your father, and you can think you can save everyone. You can literally ask the other Spider-Man. They've all experienced a situation in which they couldn't save more than one person, or they couldn't save everybody. And they feel distraught, but that's just reality. And so freaking Miles Morales is like, I'm going to test this reality on a canon event. And he has to, like, protect his father. Well, he hasn't gotten there yet. The process of the movie is a lot of running and fighting and cool, like, monologues. I really like this part. We have freaking Miguel. He's like, you're not even supposed to be a real Spider-Man. Like you know those YouTubers who make all those videos like Miles Morales isn't even a real Spider-Man. You know those videos? Yeah. This movie says something. I thought that this movie was commentating on those very directly, because literally Miguel says you're not even supposed to be Spider-Man. It's like, it's not just that one line. It's like multiple lines with the same sentiment. And Miles Morales is like, I am Spider-Man. You aren't even supposed to be bitten. That spider wasn't even supposed to go into the universe. But it did, so he is a Spider-Man, so freaking cares. But yeah, I do like how he does eventually get away from these spider guys, and he gets himself sucked up into a universe. But it's his original universe? No, it's not his original universe. It's where the spider originally originated from. It's that's universe. So it's not. It is his parents, but it's not his parents because they don't have like knowledge of who Spider-Man is. And also Gwen's like, I'm gonna go find him. And that's the end of the movie. You know, I really thought that this movie would set up like, oh, well, he's gonna save his dad or something. No, I didn't think this movie would blue balls me on the third act. It ends at the second act. It ends at the very end of the second act. There's no rule of thirds here. I'm blue-balled. I'm like, oh, great. The studio is willingly not finishing this movie so we could push it to another few years, a couple of years later and make more money. I mean, I get it. Stuff takes time to make. I just prefer the movie be longer so I can finish it like from beginning to end like a proper movie should. A proper movie should have one enclosed story. One story from beginning to end. Any movie that has like, oh, well, next figure out what's going to happen next time is a failure of a movie. I'm talking to you, Harry Potter 7, Part 1, Part 2. I'm talking to you, Mockingjay. What was the third book? Part 1 and 2. They made that third book into 2 movies. What other movies did that? I'm sure there's a lot of movies that did that. It just felt suddenly stopped. The momentum was gone, and then I'm like, what? I'm excited to see what happens in the third act, the movie, but you know, I just wish this movie just wasn't so abrupt. Like, I just felt like, ooh, you know, I'm like riding a wave of movie, and like the back end is like coming down. No, it feels like going up, and it stops the very end of the climax. So I'm not a biggest fan of that. But other than that, the conflicts in this movie are pretty good. I really enjoy all the conflicts between all the spider guys. There's so many spider dudes. I love it. You know, the animation, when it's enclosed to like a couple of characters, is great. When we have the animation of like all of those guys and all of the spider guys, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of dudes to animate, so you got to cheap out on some of them. And oh boy, was some of the animation a little bit cheaped out, but you know what? It was quick. It just I literally had to like pause it to notice this animation stuff. Like, oh, pew, pew, oh, look at that guy. He looks weird. Why is he holding his hand kind of like this? But he should be holding his hand another way. He kind of doesn't look like he's attached to the wall at all. So, you know, those are some tiny moments. Minutia. I generally enjoyed this. I just felt like the momentum suddenly stopping like really decreased my enjoyment of this movie, because it's like, oh great, now I have to wait another few years for this movie, and then by the time that movie comes out, I'm not even gonna remember what happens in this movie. Thanks. Well, anyway, I like Miles Morales. I like how he becomes a villain. He's a villain in this movie. He's a big bad villain. You can never tell me otherwise. He is a big bad villain. So, in terms of the context of reality splitting up, you know, I think I'd be more on the side of everybody else in the multiverse than just Miles. So Miles is the big bad villain, even though he is the protagonist. So overall, I like this movie. I like the animation. I really like the colors. Did I like it as much as the last movie? I feel like I didn't like it as much as the last movie. I mean, the last movie had more of like a clear and cut 3-part structure. And you know, it was there was some resolution. There's not really much resolution at the very end of this movie. And so it's leaving me wanting. So I gotta give this movie like it's like a 7.8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. You should really like that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20 deals on patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, mint salad sauce. See you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits. You know, I'm gonna try to see if I can climb again. You know, last time it didn't work, but maybe this time will. Who knows? Let's try it out. I think by the third movie review of this trilogy, I'll get spider powers. Hopefully. Anyway, adios!